Hi everyone, it's Tammy from Shrinking Violet DS, and my handle on YouTube changed a little bit. I added the DS onto the end because on Instagram Shrinking Violet was already taken, and since I had the duodenal switch surgery, I thought I would just add the DS on there to distinguish myself from the VSG and RNY people. So if you want to friend me on Instagram or follow me on Instagram, whatever it is, Shrinking Violet DS, and I'd love to see you there. Today is April 5th, and so I'm one day early from my 4-week update, but usually I'm late, so what can I say? I'm not terribly consistent with this, but at least it's happening. This has been a sucky week weight-wise. I suppose it must be the dreaded 3-week stall, but not only has it been the 3-week stall, it's been the 3-week gain. My starting weight pre-op diet on February 19th, 2017 was 260 pounds. My surgery weight on March 9, 2017 was 248 pounds. When I came to you on March 31st, I weighed 227.6, and today I weigh 230.2. I have gained 2.6 pounds this week. So all my fears of being the world's first failed DS patient have come true, and the universe is poking a stick at me saying, you said that you would be happy as long as your diabetes and high blood pressure was gone and you didn't care if you lost weight. What do you think now? Well, now I think I care. I don't like it and I want it to stop or start, as the case may be. I'm attributing it to a few things. I have not gone over my macros or my calories at all. Those have been absolutely in line. My calories stay between 800 and 900, usually closer to 800. I don't even think I've reached 850 yet. My protein is always between 80 and 100 grams. My carbs are always 50 or less, and my fat, I don't even care, because with the DS, I absorb 20% of that. It's negligible. So I'm doing that part right. I still haven't been able to exercise a whole lot. I can walk, but my intestines are still sore. I can feel them kind of jarring around in there. So I don't do like exercise walking. I make myself get out and go to the store or go to the mall or Costco and just kind of walk the aisles because it's an easy indoor place. I'm in the Pacific Northwest. It's a little cold and wet here. And so those are easy indoor places where I can get some walking in, without like going to the gym, walking for 12 minutes and leaving. So not a whole lot of exercise. I'm eating more normal food now. I've moved on to solid foods, and I'm very happy about that, I have to say. But I've been pushing the envelope with what I eat. Even though it meets all my macros and it meets all my calories and stuff, one of my favorite things has always been Jersey Mike's subs, and I like the club sub. And so last week I thought, okay, well, I know I can eat lunch meat and I know I can eat cheese. So I'm going to go get the child size, which is about 4 inches, and then they cut it in half. And so I had half of a child size, so like 2 inches. I took the top bun off of that and then ate the bottom part. And I ate pretty much all but one little bite. And I knew I just ate too much of it. And I could feel it. And I think I was eating too fast because I was excited to be eating one of my favorite foods and a quote-unquote normal meal. And I could feel it. And I live about 12 minutes from Jersey Mike's. And sure enough, on the way home, probably 6 minutes from my house, I was by the side of the road throwing that stuff back up. So I was so annoyed with myself because I think it was just too early for me to have tried that. So that's annoying. I did have carb-friendly pizza, ultra thin crust. Ate mostly just the toppings. Had like one bite of crust. That went down okay. Again, I still eat too fast. It's very hard for me to remember to slow down. So I'm gonna have to start using a timer or something until I get into the cadence of my new way of eating, because it's just not natural to me. So eating more normal food, I think, has kind of possibly helped with my stall. I know it's bound me up a bit more. Before, when I was mostly drinking protein shakes and yogurt and mushy, icky stuff, my bowels were very loose, and so nothing stayed in my body very long at all. So I know that was helping to contribute to my weight loss. That is not the case now. I actually took fiber yesterday, and so I'm hoping that helps. Also, I think I have PMS, but it feels different. I mean, the timing is right, but I don't have the soreness and stuff that I usually have, and that could be because I've lost weight, and so I don't feel it quite so much. But I suspect that that's happening too, because I also feel like I want to eat the world, and even though I can only eat 3 ounces at a time, I'm willing to do it 3 ounces at a time. It's like eating an elephant. How do you eat an elephant? 1 bite at a time. That's exactly how I feel right now. So I'm hoping that all of this will resolve itself, and that when I come to you next week, I will have a loss to report, because this sucks a lot. Part of the foods that I've started eating now are eggs. I know most people start them earlier. I don't know why. I just didn't feel like I wanted eggs earlier. But today I finally restarted eating eggs. And one of my favorite things to do with scrambled eggs is to scramble them, to put them in the pan, crack them, whip them up, put them in the pan with some Kerrygold butter. And while they're still raw, throw in a few dots of Boursin cheese. And that's the little rounds of, I'm not sure if it's goat cheese or if it's just soft, like Neufchâtel cheese, and it's herbed. I have a friend who is French, and he calls it French Velveeta because he says they put it on everything like Velveeta. Anyway, so you can get the garlic and herb, and you put it in there, and it melts in the eggs while you're scrambling them. And it is so good, and it keeps the eggs really soft and moist, and they just slide right down, and they're perfectly seasoned. You don't even have to put any salt or pepper or anything in them. It's just butter the pan, throw in the eggs, throw in the Boursin, and eat. And it was delicious. So I'm going to be doing a lot more of that. That makes a really good snack. What else? Oh, with Easter coming up, I like to entertain. I like to cook. I like to bake, all of that stuff. And we have a great house for entertaining. And so we'll be doing our annual Easter brunch for friends and family. And so we've got 12 people coming. And so I've been working on my menu. What I'm finding is head hunger rears its ugly head every time I start to look at recipes or pictures of food or watch any food shows. I don't have cable, so I don't have the Food Channel or the Cooking Channel or anything like that. But my mother does. And on the days when my housekeepers are here, while I've been recovering, I didn't feel like being around while they were here. So I would go to my mother's place, and I would hang out there, and I would watch HGTV or the Food Channel or the Cooking Channel, and I would find that I was just starving. And I knew I wasn't really hungry. I knew it was all in my head. But man, it's amazing how much that affects how much I want to eat. And it makes sense because I ate a lot before. And it wasn't like I ate huge amounts of junk food or anything, but I ate constantly, and it was always good stuff because I do like to cook. And I think it was because I read cookbooks and recipes like other people read novels. And so food was always in the forefront of my mind, and I never realized how much of my hunger was triggered by that stuff and was just in my head. So now, as I'm planning my menu, thank goodness it's all planned. But now, as I'm working with food and planning menus and stuff like that, I grab a sugar-free popsicle, and that helps a lot because it's sweet and it's cold and it just tastes good, and I know that it's not terrible for me, so that feels good too. I think that's about it for me. I hope you all are having a wonderful day and that you enjoy your weekend. Thanks. Bye.